Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. The day was good.
Okay, your day is going good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you say your day was good, that means the day is over. So let's
Okay.
say if you are meeting in the evening hours and I ask you how was your day, then you can say my day was quite good. But right now your day is still going on. Yeah. So my
Yes,
day
ma'am.
is doing good. Yeah, going on good. Yes. So Sameer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Sameer, my name is Nidhi Isaac, and I'll be your trainer for today. Okay. So, first of all, welcome to English Yari. This is your very first class, right? So, Sameer, can you tell me a little about yourself? We'll start with the introduction. You can start first, and then I'll introduce myself as well.
Yes, ma'am. So my name is Samir, and I am from Karnataka. I live in Karnataka,
Hmm.
and my qualification is the 11 dropout. And
Okay.
currently, I'm working as a salesman in a furniture shop.
Okay.
It is all about me.
Okay. So, you mentioned that you are from Karnataka, right? Where are you originally from? I mean, which part of Karnataka are you from?
The Ballari district. Bellary district.
Bellary. Okay. Are you currently living there itself, or are you in some other
Yes,
city?
ma'am. Oh, ma'am. I'm living here.
Okay, understood. So, Sameer, you mentioned that you are working as a salesperson, right, in a
Yes,
furniture
ma'am.
store. Okay. So, what is it that brought you here? What are the things that you want to work on in terms of your communication skills? Plus, is there a specific reason why you are looking for this course? For instance, are you looking for a new job? Right. So, what is your intention?
So actually, after the 10th, I tried to join in college
Mm-hmm.
like PUC first year.
Okay.
So that time was Corona period was going.
Okay.
So I took back my certificate from the college because my
Uh,
parents said told me. After the Corona has ended,
mm-hmm.
then I tried for 4 years to join in other college. But
Okay.
there was a problem because as I am Urdu medium student.
Mm-hmm.
So here is not goal for the Urdu medium, either English or Kannada.
Oh, okay.
So I tried few colleges, but it did not happen.
Uh-huh.
So after the 4 years, when I got to understand that it will be not I cannot join the any college. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, I realized that I remember that in the YouTube ads, I show the ads English Sherry and other platforms also.
Mm-hmm.
So that I thought that I should join in online classes if I
Right.
not go other college.
Ah, right. English is very important these days because it can open opportunities for you. Right. And right now you are at a junction where you want to upskill yourself. Right. It could be either through getting into the college of your choice or to upskill yourself with the help of courses that you can find online. Not just for English speaking, your technical skills as well. Right. Yeah, please.
Actually, I tried in the Google as
Okay.
I to see the colleges.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that colleges will be there in online also as we learn in outside offline.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not find because that's why I came here
Okay.
because it
So,
is here we only can learn English,
hmm.
isn't it? So
Right.
I want to learn science, social, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be see in the future.
Right. So, Sameer, what I would suggest is there are a lot of platforms where you can take up short-term courses. Meanwhile, you're right now you're looking for a good college, but at the same time you can take short-term courses as well. So we have a lot of platforms like Coursera, or if you have heard of Upgrad, or mm, Upgrad, Coursera, and EDX. There are a lot of such platforms where courses are available. See, if you are interested in, let's say, any skill that you are particularly interested in, for instance, I am personally interested in knowing about AI, right? Then second thing that I'm interested is in graphics designing. So if you're interested in any of such courses, you can learn them on these platforms, and they will also provide you with certificates. A lot of them are free as well. So you can first take up free courses, learn the basics, and then if you like that, then you can go for paid versions as well, which will give you an advanced level of knowledge. So that by the time you are working on your college, you will also be able to get good skills in a particular domain, and maybe you can make a good career in that aspect, right? Because these days, although college degree is important, but it's not completely, it's not something that defines your life. You can still upskill yourself. Yeah. So do try out these platforms if you haven't already. Did you know about these platforms? Have you ever checked
No,
them out?
I first
No.
time I heard these names.
Okay, so if you want, you can take them down, because maybe after the class you might forget it. Right?
I
If you
think it will
want,
be recorded, na?
yes, the sessions are recorded. So okay, then you can go watch and go watch the session, and then you'll be able to get the names again. So Coursera, Upgrad, and edX. These are the three that are there on top of my mind, but there are a lot of other such platforms where you can find free courses. Yeah. So that's about it. And now what we'll do is we'll focus on building your communication skills, right? So Samir,
Okay.
your comprehension skills are quite good. You're able to understand whatever I am saying. And in fact, you are also trying to communicate in English, right? Although you are struggling here and there, but still you don't have to use any other language. You're able to speak in English. So how did that happen for you? How did you learn English?
Actually, when I complete my 10th
Hmm.
class, I was not able even to make a sentence or read
Hmm.
a sentence.
Okay.
I was not familiar with grammar,
Mm-hmm.
even non-verbs. I don't know because I learned in government school, and you
Uh-huh.
know situation of the government schools.
Right.
So in Corona period, I learned myself in the seeing, watching the videos, and
Oh.
reading the random books, as well as I passionate to. It's my hobby to read books, everything.
Hmm.
So it is automatically I learned English.
Right.
As I can see, as you can see that I'm not good in spoken English, so I can read a little bit.
Right. I'll not say you're not good. I'll say that you are somewhere, almost in a beginner stage. You're doing quite a good job, because compared to a lot of learners that I see here during their first demo session, you're doing a quite good job compared to them, because you are already speaking up, even though it's somewhat, a little bit broken, but it's still quite good compared to a lot of other learners, right? So now what we need to do is we have to polish it. We have to speak up more, right? So the first step is going to be fluency, where you speak more and more, irrespective of the fact that there might be some mistakes that might happen, right? Even if you make mistakes, it's fine. The first step is to be able to express your thoughts. The other person should be able to understand. So at this stage, you don't really have to worry much about the grammatical errors. Okay. Grammar comes in the second stage. Once your fluency is achieved, then you can start working on your grammar, the polishing aspect. Tenses, if your tutors find that your tenses are not okay, or if you feel that maybe you might struggle with past tense, so once you become fluent, then you can work on this aspect. Yeah. So in today's class, what we'll focus is on your fluency. We'll take, try to speak up more and more. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So I am quite interested to know about your English journey during the COVID time. Right now, when when pandemic hit, so it must have been, it started in 2020. So how old were you then, and which grade were you in?
Actually, after my 10th, I joined 11. my dad had joined in science, BU
Okay.
science. So it was very difficult for me because even I don't know English
Uh-huh.
at that time. I was 16,
Yeah.
might be 16. So I joined. I saw the curriculum, the what I can say, the
The
way they
syllabus.
teach. I
Okay.
I was not able to understand. That's why I told my parents. Then we suddenly after 3 months or 3 or 4 months, the corona will have started. So that's why my parents told me to take back the certificate.
Okay.
So after that, I did not specifically came to learn English.
Mm-hmm.
I came. I was just learning everything.
Ah, okay.
When I open the YouTube, I see the National Geographic and the Discovery channels and the motivational channels also like Sandeep Maheshwari.
Mm-hmm. So, what are
Yes,
some of the things that you are fascinated with, you are passionate about? What kind of
mm,
content do you watch?
actually I like to acquire the knowledge, everything, acquire
Mm-hmm.
the knowledge.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So
Uh,
whenever I read any book and watch any video, I thought that why it is. I
hmm.
make the questions on everything. I make the questions. So
Mm-hmm.
it is my
Okay.
one of my hobby.
Okay. One of my hobbies. Yeah. So, Sameer, which is the last book that you read, or any
Last
current
book
book
I
that
can
you're
say.
reading?
Yes, ma'am. Still I'm reading this. Before the
Uh,
session, I was reading this book.
okay, the Quran and modern science. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it about?
It is
Must
about like yeah,
yeah, it must,
the from the Quranic verses, the what the science is there in the Quran.
right.
This book explains that.
Right, the opposing, conflicting views that these two might have, right? Science as well as Quran. So, do they complement each other or are they total opposites according to the book?
Can I say once again?
Yeah. So, my question is according to the book, does it talk about, because I haven't read it. So, according to the book, does it say that whatever Quran is teaching plus whatever science believe in, it goes hand in hand? Or do they stand in total opposition to each other?
I have to little bit explanation have to give. So that is
Okay.
this book says that the Quran is revealed in 1400 years before. So at
Okay.
that time, science was not there like
Mm-hmm.
in right now. So at that time, the way the verses say,
Mm-hmm.
that is the people like scientists discovering in this era in 90s,
Right.
20s. It is
Mm-hmm.
already written in the Quran 1400 years before.
Back.
That is the
Okay.
explanation of the this book.
Okay. Understood. So it's favoring Quran then over science, right? It's favoring Quran, isn't it?
Yeah, because you know that it is a conflict is going on that Quran
Right.
says different, it is different. So this book says that the Quran was already good, already right, but nowadays the scientist has revealing the truth, and it is all about the same thing.
Okay. So Sameer, what is your personal take on it? Do you agree with the book or are you opposed to it? Because sometimes it might happen that you agree with what most of it is saying, but maybe one or two points you might not agree with, or you might agree with it entirely, or you might oppose it entirely. So what's your take on the book?
I can say that I am also reading the Quran in Urdu language,
Mm-hmm.
the translation. So I can say that if I took the three or four different translations, the different translation books, four is different. The word is chosen different, but the meaning is coming. The what I can say, the meaning throughout
Right.
it is same, but the words choosing
Okay.
different.
So it differs in the given words. The words are different,
Yeah,
but the underlying idea is same.
yeah.
Yeah.
because the Arabic language is very difficult to understand because the word the scholar says that Arabic, the Quranic Arabic, one word has the multiple meanings.
Hmm. Okay.
So it is very difficult to understand in the first reading
Hmm.
when you read first time the Quran. So you will understand, but not the exact.
Ah, okay.
As the earlier scholars also read the Quran and read their explanations.
Right.
That was not matched in this era.
Ah, okay.
In 1,000 years before, 800
Mm-hmm.
years before, scholars
Right.
wrote that explanation, but that is not according to this time.
Hmm. Okay.
So
So,
it,
so Sameer, are all the books that you read religious and spiritual in nature, or are you also interested in non-fiction and fictional books?
no, everything. I can say that nearby me, like 5 to 6 kilometers, there is a one library.
Okay.
So in Sunday time or when I was free or when I go there, so I go there and spend half an hour to read the books, everything like history, science, social, everything.
Ah,
So
okay.
it is because my father brought the online, so it is have in my home.
Ah, okay. Right. So you like to read as much as you can, right? Which is quite a good
Yeah, man.
trait, and it's showing in your communication as well. When you were talking about the book, you were so fluent. There were grammatical errors, but you were really fluent. Yeah, you were explaining things, and it was quite, I could understand whatever you were saying. So that means I think I'll take back my word. I'll not say you're a total beginner. You are one step ahead, in terms of your communication. Almost, towards fluency. Just one step behind proper fluency, but otherwise you are almost there. Right. So now we have to just hone your skills. Yeah.
Actually, I think I can say that my vocabulary is limited. That's why I make mistakes, and as well as it is my one habit that I forgot many times the words and the whole sentence I forgot many times.
Okay.
Uh, I think it is it.
Okay. So Sameer, apart from this particular class, are you able to talk in English with others? I mean, is there anyone around you with whom you can talk in English with?
No, ma'am. If I even talk, people will
Right.
say, as you know Hindi.
Yeah, Hindi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I understand Hindi.
So people will say English jhad raha hai.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we don't become fluent in English. When I was in school, by the way, I don't think I told you, I am from Kerala, but I grew up in Delhi. All my schooling and higher education, everything happened in Delhi. So I used to study in convent school, which is supposedly thought of having good English, right? When I tell people that I used to study in convent school, they assume that I was very good at English, but it wasn't the situation. I started speaking in English when I joined my college. But till then, when I was in school, whenever, even if I used to try and talk in English, people used to laugh. They just had this idea that if we are talking in English, then you are just trying to show off. Right? Because of which I used to struggle a lot with my fluency. Right? And now we can't live without English because wherever you go, you'll see English everywhere, right? If you want to apply for a job, there your interviewer will have your interview in English. If you are applying for, let's say, higher education, entire curriculum, everything is taught in English, right? So now I guess compared to my time, English is much more prevalent now, but at the same time, people still have this notion that if you speak English, it's something that is, if you're intelligent, you speak in English, right? And if you speak in English, then the people around you who don't know English, they will start laughing. So there are multiple things that happen like that, right? So Sameer, the reason why you're not able to find right words to speak is simply because you're not talking in English.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
See, if I'm trying to, I always give this example to all my learners. If I'm trying to learn how to drive a car, let's suppose I know all the theoretical aspects. I know clutch, brake, accelerator, how the gear works, but I don't have much practice with the gear. And let's say on the road, I have to suddenly change from two to one or one to three. And I know the theoretical aspect, but it's taking me a lot of time to shift the gear. That's simply because of lack of practice, right? Maybe I have to look down at the gearbox to see how to move it. And by the time I change it, I might crash, right? So it comes with practice. The more you drive the car, the more easier and smoother it would be. Same is with English. The more you speak, the better your vocabulary words will be. And it will become much more smoother for you. Yeah. So listening is of course good, reading is good, but ultimately if your goal is to become a good speaker, then only, listening and reading, they are not going to help you if you are only focusing on that, right? So in order to work on your speaking skills, you'll have to speak. Yeah. So here, what we do is here you have professional trainers who will be able to help you out with the exact things that you are, lacking in. So, for instance, let's say in your case, like I said, your positive aspect is that you're quite passionate about learning, which is why you're a self-taught guy, right? You were able to teach yourself this much English that you are able to maintain a conversation. That's a big achievement. It's not easy. A lot of people struggle with even that, right? So that means you have already taken that first step. But now, as tutors, what we do is we help you identify the exact areas that you have to work on. So, for instance, today, what I noticed was you are a confident speaker, but still we can increase that confidence so that whenever you're meeting someone totally new, you don't feel a little nervous or conscious. You're totally confident to speak. Yeah. Second thing is fluency, so that we can talk without pauses or ers and ums. That should be eliminated. Third is your grammar. Right now, I was noticing you're using has, have perfectly well, but tenses is where you're going wrong a little. When you're using past tense, there you're using present tense. So that is kind of getting mixed up. So we have to work on that in order to polish your language completely. Okay, so then I'll definitely see you in the next session so that we can discuss all your doubts. And I'm open to having conversation about the things that you're reading. For instance, if you're reading that book, for instance, we can talk about it. So, for instance, right now I am reading this book, Atomic Habits. Have you read it?
No, man.
Okay, so this is a book. I think I have just read one fourth of it, and it talks about how small changes over time can make a huge difference in your life.
As I told you that this book I already read two times, but I forgot lot of the topics
Essence
I
of
can
it,
say.
right? Uh-huh.
I read multiple times to remember that.
Ah, okay. So you can try and read this book as well because, and you know what? It worked in your case because it says that small things, small changes that you make in your life, it makes a huge difference. Now, the things that you did was during COVID times, you started watching videos. Those were small steps. But because of that, your English has improved so much, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
all it takes is to take small, small baby steps, right? So I'm quite happy that you're doing that in your life. And frankly speaking, I am finding you inspiring because this is something that I don't see in a lot of learners, right? So that's quite inspirational. And I hope to meet you again so that we can have conversations like this again. Yeah. And it
Yes,
looks
ma'am.
like there is a power cut there.
Yes, ma'am. It is. The
Uh,
raining is going on. That's why.
okay. So if there is no doubt, then we can wrap up the session here. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So hopefully we'll meet in the regular sessions. Yeah. Bye bye. Take care.